So let me guess, you've been interested in a guy for a while, but it seems like he barely notices you, and you think that he might not be interested in you. I get it. It can be discouraging when all your efforts to attract a man don't seem to work. But what if there was a way to explain their behavior? What if there was a way to make him fall for you even if he seems uninterested at first? In today's video, I will show you some powerful ways to attract a man and make him fall for you, even if he doesn't seem into you. So before anything, you should think about the reason why he's avoiding you. According to relationship experts, there are 4 key reasons why a man might not notice a woman. Knowing the reasons will help you attract a man who seems to be ignoring you. The first reason might be that he is not interested in a relationship. Maybe he doesn't feel like dating anyone at the moment, or he's been through a bad breakup recently. The second reason is that he might not find you appealing at first. Unfortunately, this can happen. Now, this doesn't necessarily mean that this is a lost cause. There are certain things you can do to make him fall for you eventually anyways. The third reason is that he's just simply too shy. You have to accept that there are some shy guys out there, and you cannot be too pushy with them. You have to get close to them at their own pace. The fourth and final reason is that he's playing hard to get. He might try to make you chase him or see whether you're actually interested in him. This is a very common explanation, especially if you two don't know each other really well. You cannot know for sure which one of these things apply in your case. That's why you shouldn't give up on this person yet, if you really like him. As I said before, there are some powerful ways to attract men, and doing some of the following things might give you a good chance of attracting them. Don't chase him too hard. Of course, when you give men attention, they will naturally start feeling good about themselves. But at the same time, you take away the challenge from them by giving yourself to them without any hassle. Studies have shown that men are more attracted to women who ignore them than to women who give them too much attention. Because when you try to reverse the situation and make him chase you more, it makes him feel more invested and will try to get to you. As I said, you will become a challenge for them. This is because men are used to being the ones who pursue women. When a woman ignores them, it's an absolute blow to their ego. Stay feminine. Be proud of your femininity. No matter your age or career, every woman has a feminine side that men find incredibly attractive. To show your feminine side, you should be confident in yourself. You should be fun and easygoing, and most importantly, comfortable in your own skin. When he notices this, he will be drawn to you more than ever. A study by psychologists revealed that men are more attracted to a woman who recognize and embrace their femininity. Change up your appearance. Before you would misunderstand this part, let me clarify it for you. I'm not saying that you should change who you are for a man. However, making small changes to your looks will definitely help you feel more confident, which will actually make you more attractive. For example, if you had the same hairstyle for a while, why don't you try something new? Maybe you can buy some new clothes or shoes that make you feel good about yourself. When you look good, you feel good, and that confidence will shine through, and people around you will notice that. This is a great approach to increase your attractiveness to guys, since they are drawn to women who are confident. Making little tweaks to your appearance can have a significant impact on how you feel about yourself and how people perceive you. Give him some space. This may seem counterproductive, but in reality, when you give someone space, they often start to miss you because they realize how is it without you, whether it's receiving phone calls, texts, or in person. For instance, if you've been texting or calling him non-stop, try taking a step back and giving him some time to actually miss you. Just think about it. He probably isn't used to you being so unavailable for him. So, by making yourself less available, you will make yourself more attractive to him by demonstrating to him that you are not desperate and that you have a happy and eventful life with or without him. Sometimes the magic happens when he notices that you're not paying as much attention to him. He will probably start wondering what happened and will think about chasing you. Make him jealous. Okay, let's be honest. This method is not the most appropriate thing to do, and it is also risky, but in many cases it works like a charm. When you make a man jealous, it basically demonstrates to him that you have other options and that you're not as desperate for his attention as he thought. This is a huge turn on for men because it indicates that you're not needy and you're confident enough with other men around. You might wonder if this is effective even if he's not interested in you, but trust me, it can trigger him to the point that he gets jealous and he will start feeling regretful about how he acted with you before. Don't be desperate. Your mindset is everything. So if you want to attract a man who seems uninterested, you simply have to start thinking differently. You should always believe that you are worthy of love and attention, and that if he isn't giving it to you, he simply isn't worth your time. You also need to learn not to take it personally when he neglects you, because oftentimes it's not about you, it's about him. If you change your overall perspective of the situation, you will be less likely to become emotionally invested, and it will be much easier for you to walk away if he decides that he doesn't want you in his life. Overall, in general, these are really strong ways to approach someone you like. However, there is no assurance that these ways will be effective on every single man, because everyone is different, and what works for one man may not work for another. Just make sure to be yourself at the end of the day. The best relationships are those where both people can just be themselves and they're still in love with each other. If he doesn't like you for who you are, then he isn't worth your time. Don't try to be someone you're not, or change who you are just so he would like you. At the end of the day, you deserve a person who is genuinely interested in you and makes you feel wanted and loved. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like on it and consider subscribing.